Y'all know what y'all favorite homeboy like to say. What do John Liquidator always tell you? The internet will give it, and the internet will take it away, bruh. This is exactly what has happened with the Indiana Fever, dog. Briann January's back in the front of the damn congregation, bruh. Now, I've been telling y'all, Briann January, pretty much the whole damn coaching staff, their resume is not suitable enough for a player of Caitlin Clark caliber. See, there's levels to this whole great generational player stuff. And quite frankly, it's clear as day that the Indiana Fever don't know what they...
The video suddenly leaked online, and it immediately caught everyone's attention. Caitlin Clark was calmly trying to explain her side of a controversial call to the game officials, but standing only a few steps behind her was Briann January, following her every move like a shadow. It didn't look like a normal conversation between a coach and a player. Instead, it appeared much more uncomfortable, leaving many people across the league wondering what is really happening behind the scenes. Some fans have even started calling the behavior stalking. The serious expression on Caitlin's face made many believe she had finally reached her limit. What once seemed like a simple disagreement during a game now looks much bigger. Many people think there may be a growing psychological battle inside the Indiana Fever organization that could even affect what has been one of the most remarkable rookie seasons ever.
Caliber. See, there's levels to this whole great generational player stuff. And quite frankly, it's clear as day that the Indiana Fever don't know what the hell they doing with making sure Caitlin Clark is being coached adequately and effectively. Now, with that being said, there has been one coach, and we got a collage put together of all the buffoonery that Briann January has been doing. There has been a lot of buffoonery. I can assure you that. And we have even more buffoonery. Now I know what some of y'all are thinking.
The internet rarely misses anything, especially when every moment is captured on camera. While most viewers were paying attention to the score and the final seconds of the first half, sharp-eyed fans noticed something unusual happening in the background. Caitlin was speaking with the referees about a controversial decision, trying to explain why she disagreed with the call, when Briann January suddenly walked over. She didn't appear to be offering advice or helping Caitlin through the situation. Instead, she remained extremely close, watching and following every movement Caitlin made. To many viewers, it looked less like normal coaching and more like someone closely monitoring her. After the clip spread across social media, it quickly went viral and sparked a wave of discussion for all the wrong reasons.
Immediately comes behind Caitlin. Comes behind her. Don't this look like a familiar scene? This looked very familiar. This is Briann January, the coach that's always in the drama when it's involving Caitlin Clark. This is exactly who this is. Come out of the clear blue sky. Poof, she appears. Briann January is right there. Now watch the rest of the clip.
If you watch the video carefully, you can clearly spot the moment when the situation becomes much more uncomfortable. Caitlin seems to realize that Briann January is standing right behind her, and her body language changes almost immediately. She appears confused, annoyed, and frustrated, as if she feels she cannot even have a private conversation with the officials without an assistant coach closely following her. Within minutes, social media users began sharing the clip and pointing out that this was not the first time January had been seen in similar tense situations involving the team's biggest star. At first, people joked about the idea of stalking, but after watching the full, unedited footage, many viewers said the situation no longer seemed funny at all.
Jesus Christ. Somebody else said, P.O. January, watch on Caitlin. You will be sitting again on some Trump-up charges. Somebody else said, I legit despise her. It's like an abusive relationship controlling. It's so weird. I refuse to watch them this season without CC, scummy coaching staff, and organization. Somebody else stated, they're so lame. They all want to play hard when Caitlin isn't playing, but then absolutely play like ish the bed when she plays because they know.
One fan on Twitter shared a post that quickly gained attention, asking why Briann January was following Caitlin Clark so closely when Caitlin wasn't even playing at that moment. Many Indiana Fever fans agreed with the concern, and the conversation soon became much more negative. Some described the relationship as overly controlling, while others even called it emotionally unhealthy. A number of fans said they no longer wanted to watch the games because they were frustrated with how the coaching staff seemed to treat the team's biggest star. They criticized the organization for not doing enough to support and protect its most valuable player. When loyal fans begin using words like malpractice to describe the situation, it shows just how serious the public reaction has become.
It's always something. Briann January, I believe she played for the Indiana Fever, if I'm not mistaken. And to me, I believe she's jealous of Caitlin Clark. You can't tell me otherwise, bro. I ain't lying to you. Shout out to Venom. Here go
Briann
Venom.
January. Briann, shut it up. Austin, shut it up.
Look.
Here goes Twitch anyway. Anyway. Oh my God, this coach is unstable, man. Look at Briann January. Briann, shut it up. Austin, shut.
It's always.
However, many people believe this story goes much deeper than one uncomfortable moment on the sideline. To understand why fans are reacting so strongly, they point to Briann January's history with the Indiana Fever. She isn't simply an assistant coach who recently joined the staff. She is one of the greatest players in franchise history and spent many years building an impressive legacy while wearing the same jersey. Before Caitlin Clark arrived, January was one of the biggest names associated with Indiana basketball. Now she is watching from the bench as a rookie quickly breaks records that once defined her career. Because of that, many fans believe the tension is no longer only about basketball, but also about the difficult process of one generation passing the spotlight to the next.
Right the whole way. Briann January. Do you guys see a similar photo here? Because I definitely see a similar picture. This is the sabotage like no other, bruh. This is the sabotage like no other. I can promise you. Briann January is the cancer in the locker room and the cancer within the coaching staff. She is, bro. She is. Men lie, women lie, the footage ain't gonna lie. And yes, she was a former Indiana Fever player. Oh, this is why she hate Caitlin Clark. So she was second all-time in the...
Many fans also point to the team's record books, saying they help explain why this situation has become such a major topic of discussion. Briann January ranks second in Indiana Fever history in assists, second in steals, and third in total minutes played. For many years, she was considered one of the most important players the franchise had ever seen and helped shape the team's identity. Then Caitlin Clark arrived as a once-in-a-generation talent who appears capable of breaking many of those long-standing records much faster than anyone expected. Some fans describe it as a battle between the old generation and the new one. They claim that every big performance from Caitlin, whether it is another deep three-pointer or another impressive assist, brings her one step closer to rewriting the franchise's history books.
Women lie, the footage ain't gonna lie. And yes, she was a former Indiana Fever player. Oh, this is why she hate Caitlin Clark. So she was second all-time in assists, second all-time in steals, third all-time in minutes played, fourth all-time in points. Oh! Briann January is one of the franchise most dynamic players. And she's returning to Indiana as an assistant coach. Oh! It makes sense now. Caitlin's breaking all her damn records. Oh! She's going to be one behind.
A growing number of fans believe this situation may be more than simple mistakes or poor coaching. Some have even started suggesting that it could be a deliberate attempt to hold Caitlin Clark back. They point to past incidents that have become controversial again after the recent video surfaced. One moment that many fans still remember involved Briann January accidentally stepping on Caitlin's ankle during a practice or game situation, which resulted in an injury that affected her performance. At the time, most people accepted it as an unfortunate accident. However, after the new footage spread online, many fans began looking back at that incident with fresh questions. They now wonder if there could be a larger pattern behind these events. While there is no proof that anyone acted intentionally, the speculation has continued to grow as more people connect different moments together.
Caitlin's breaking all her damn records. Oh, she's going to be one behind Caitlin. Whoa! Is this why she hate Caitlin? I think I cracked the Da Vinci Code. Damn! She was second, third. Caitlin's finna straight. She's probably already broken all her damn records. Oh my God.
According to reports and ongoing fan discussions, the mood around the Indiana Fever has become increasingly tense, and many believe frustration inside the team is growing. Sophie Cunningham recently appeared on a podcast where she openly criticized the team's performance, saying they cannot expect to win many games if they continue allowing opponents to score more than 100 points. She described the team's defense as poor and suggested that everyone around the league already recognizes the problem.